Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Kim. Tonight we're going shopping at Walmart. We're going to buy 3 meals for $30 for 2 adults. Okay, I was able to put together ingredients for 3 meals. It's not going to match my grocery list exactly because I wasn't able to get great value eggs, but I did get some other items at reduced prices. So we'll compare the grocery list, what I wanted to get, to what's in my cart and the prices, but it's going to come in $30 or under. 3 meals for the weekend for hubby and I. Give you a look. Got the milk, sausage, cheese, biscuits were cheaper than what was on my list, potatoes cheaper, some taco seasoning was also cheaper, butter, lettuce, ground beef, hamburger buns, eggs. That's 3 weekend meals for my husband and I. Okay, we'll just go over this a little bit. Thought I'd do this at the end, so thanks for staying to the end if you're here. The groceries came out to be $27.73. I rounded it up to $28. We should have checked all these groceries out first so I could show you the receipt, but we didn't, and there was other things on the grocery receipt, and it was a big mess, so I just wrote it on down here, what we bought and what we paid for it. When we got home, I looked over the receipt. So potatoes were $1.65. Roma tomatoes were just one was 29 cents. Romaine lettuce was what I would buy if I was making tacos, $1.84. Buns, $1.48. Biscuits, 97 cents. Tortillas, $1.98. Taco seasoning, $1.37. Sausage, $2.52. Eggs, $2.66. Cheese, $1.92. Milk, $2.14. Butter, $1.94 for 2 sticks, and beef was $6.97 for grass-fed. So just going down this list quickly, the potatoes in that, I do buy potatoes like this, and I usually pay around 55 cents a pound, and they were 55 cents a pound today. Romas, they figured were 29 cents each. I think years ago they were probably, I would guess in 2022, 2021, I was paying like anywhere from 19 cents to 22 cents for each Roma tomato, so it hasn't gone up that much, but it has been this price probably for 3 years. Romaine lettuce has always been around this, which I find is the most affordable lettuce in the produce department at $1.84, and I have bought that off and on, especially like I said when I'm going to make tacos. Buns and most things in the grocery store we stick with great value. We don't buy any pre-made or packaged goods or convenience foods, and we don't really buy a lot of snacks. We don't buy a lot of things in bulk. We don't buy a lot of meat, so that does keep our grocery prices down. We save receipts. I've got receipts for 10 years, so I often look back at receipts. I have a database of what I paid for something 6 months ago, a year ago. 80% of what we purchase went up in price, just like everything went up in price in 2022 and 2023, and most of that has stayed at those prices, though occasionally we will get a rollback. Things that went up exponentially during those years, like cat food or dog food or pet products, beauty products, clothing, shoes, things to fix your car with, or things for the automobile, things for decor, your yard, lawn chairs and stuff like that. All those things went up during those years, and they have stayed that way, and some of them have continued to rise. Like cat food has continued to go up, home decor has continued to go up, clothing has continued to go up. Things that you want to buy, like just home decor, lamps or rugs or blankets or towels and that, those things continue to go up on a regular basis. But I want to kind of make this video to show that if you've followed me for a while, you know our lifestyle, you know our diet, you know most of our meal plans and what we eat. And the grocery prices I haven't really complained much in 2 years about grocery prices. Sometimes I'm surprised at the cat food. Sometimes I would be, like with meat and stuff like that, we were and have been eating ground beef, and it went from $5.29 to $5.99 to $6 something, and then during 2022 and 2024 it went up to $9 a pound, and it's back up to $9 a pound now. So we buy it very sparingly. We shop for our meat every 3 to 6 months, and the last time I bought ground beef, except for tonight at Walmart, I paid $5.29 a pound. But that's getting low, so that's why I decided to create this little shopping trip, create these 3 meals, and buy some, at least 1 pound of ground beef. So, but the potatoes, same. Roma, a little bit different. Romaine, the same. Great Value products have stayed pretty much the same. Biscuits, I generally buy a little bit more expensive, but like I said, I wanted to keep these down to under $30, which I was able to do, and so I bought these type of biscuits, which I have had before and enjoy. Tortillas, we always buy these. Taco seasoning could have been cheaper, but Great Value brand was out. Sausage was on rollback. Eggs, I wanted Great Value eggs. They were $1.47, I believe, but they were out. We do live near Wisconsin Dells, a tourist area, so they often are gone. Cheese has been $1.92 for years. Milk, half a gallon, has been anywhere from $1.80 to $2.14 for years now. Butter, 2 sticks used to be more than that, but it is $1.94 today for 2 sticks. And beef for grass-fed, that's a pretty good price because I can remember just buying the regular, 85.15. It hasn't got any labels on it, grass-fed or any of that, organic, and it was $5.29, $5.99, what we've always really paid for ground beef. And organic and grass-fed was always $7, $8, $9, $10 a pound. So $6.97, total of $27.73 with leftovers of 2 patties, 6 buns, 3 tortillas, 5 eggs, 1 1/4 cup will be left over because we're just going to have 1 glass of milk, maybe 1 1/2 glasses of milk with our meal. Half a pack of seasoning because I never use a whole pack, and some butter will be left over. So that's pretty good. That's pretty much how things usually look in our grocery list. We go for things that are on rollback, things that are on clearance, the end caps where there's specials. We stick to basically the same diet, the same meal plan. We've given up all meat except for chicken and ground beef. We do have some sausage once in a while for breakfast or hot dogs. But we've given up things years ago like steak or roast or pork chops or anything like that. Given up going to restaurants. We don't pay restaurant prices. Most of my cooking is homemade, so we're grateful and we're thankful that we're not, some of the videos that I see where people say the grocery prices are going up every day. I'm not sure on what products because they're not featuring the products, but they are saying that in their area and for their lifestyle that the grocery prices go up every day or go up every week or they're not able to eat. So I guess I feel grateful that I live in an area or perhaps our meal plan is different than theirs, and I'm grateful for not having to say that. So thanks for stopping by and joining me here for this video, and I'll see you in the comments.